Well, hello. Here we are for Q&A 92, and I just got back from Oregon. And I'm slowly getting my voice back, and we got Papa O here, and he's happy to have me back. Got me roses and some chocolate. And Heather, we'll go right ahead. And Heather McKnight wants to know what root beer is. I guess she hasn't heard of that.
Where is she here?
But it's just a drink, carbonated drink, and you can make your own. And you just buy the root beer extract and put the dry ice in it, some sugar and water, and you got yourself a
I will say that
drink.
most people in other countries that taste root beer say it tastes like medicine.
They don't like it because they said their cough syrup tastes like root beer.
But it's one of the best tasting.
Homemade is really, well, bought's good too. Okay, and Sherry Baby, oh, and I'll put a Q&A on, DIY, got to get my acronyms right here, on how to make the root beer. But she probably already saw. Anyway, okay, Sherry Baby, Papa and Mama O, do you think that our current world difficulties may be a direct result of too many different religious beliefs? If so, what sort of ideas would help our country to be at peace? You both probably lived through a more peaceful time. Question. Good question. But
I would say not at all about religious beliefs, though it does play a huge role. The most thing that causes war is the desire for power and greed, because people conquer other countries in order to get either make them slaves, get them working for them, or to steal things, natural sources like diamonds or rubies.
It seems ridiculous.
It's power.
That they want that power.
King Napoleon, he wanted the power of just conquering all these countries, and it had nothing to do with religion.
Yeah, and actually, the all these leaders that have conquered countries and tried to, and then just killed millions of their people, like Pol Pot's and I don't know, some others, they're all actually don't believe in God. So,
and the Christians, I know we think too many religions, but even within the same religion, like during the Crusades of the Middle Ages, we marched clear to Palestine, armies from what's now Europe. They marched, and they called those the Crusades because we wanted to take over the Palestine area where the ancient temples were. And that was the same religion. We're Christians, but still they go at war with the local peoples there.
And actually, you know, the reason we came to America, we wanted to live our religion. It's the ones that are the no, I don't want to say atheists, but the non-believers that try and quiet the believers in Jesus and God, and more religions would even be greater. It would be great. It's the non-believers that give us the troubles.
So she wants you to solve the world.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Wouldn't the country be at peace with less religions? No. With more religions, yes.
Yeah.
Because everybody has their part that they play in making the world a better place. And people that are non-believers, they're not trying to make the world a better place. They're trying to make their house a better place. Okay, so that's a really good question, but we need more believers than less. Okay, Grace Young, why do you run barefoot? Okay, why do you run without shoes? It's a good question.
I'm surprised you pronounce that Young, because see, in a German word,
did I say it wrong?
No, that's how you would say the J.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, when I started running barefoot, actually Davey suggested it to me because I hurt my hip playing basketball. I got knocked down and hit my hip real hard. And so I quit running for 3 years, and Davey said, why don't you run barefoot? Well, that sounded pretty crazy. And so I got the Barefoot Runner book and read up on it and started running barefoot. And I just learned how it keeps because you know how shoes wear, you know how your foot, it'll wear and it'll put your body out.
But it wears because your spine is crooked.
Yeah.
Whereas barefoot, it forces you to use all those many bones in your feet and stand up straighter, and that means your shoes will wear more even, and it will. And barefoot, a lot of runners that get injuries, they go barefoot, and the injuries are usually hip, knee, or ankle.
Because when you put your shoe on, you heel strike, and when you run barefoot, you don't heel strike. You run on the ball of your foot, because that would hurt. And so that's why so many runners get injuries. And so barefoot running, it forces you to run on the ball of your foot, and so that's actually the correct way to run, and it builds up your Achilles, your calves, and it just strengthens your legs and strengthens your feet and teaches you how to run correctly. And then when you do put shoes on, you're not going to do that heel strike and cause that extra pounding on that extra weight. Joints. You're adding twice your weight each time you step when you do a heel strike. But when you run on the ball of your foot, you're not adding all that extra weight and not causing injury. So it just teaches you how to run correctly and strengthens your Achilles and your calves. And
many injuries will be healed.
And you'll be able, because you don't get injuries from walking.
No people that go barefoot ever have an aching back.
Yeah, but the people that are runners, you hear, oh, my knees, I blew my knees out, or my hips, or there are all kinds of problems with runners that do the heel strike.
Over years and
years. Years and years.
Get older.
Oh yeah, years and years. But when you do the barefoot, then you're
not going
to get those injuries.
But I know every runner that I've ever met and run with, they will get injuries from pushing themselves too hard, and then they have to back off and start slower. But if it's a very bad injury in the hip, knees, or ankles, then they go barefoot.
Yeah, you do the barefoot's just to teach how to run correctly and straighten things out, because your shoes wear funny. They just do.
The real reason is
either inside or outside.
It's a secret Egyptian cult.
Secret Egyptian cult?
Yes.
Are you making that up?
Yes.
Stop making stuff up. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, Bonnie Barber, that's a great idea that you had there. And by the way, your hair looks so fresh and healthy in this vlog.
Go like this. Oh, it does?
Thank you. Did you have something different done to it? But I haven't done anything different with my hair. About a year, April's done my hair for 10 years and dyed it blonde and stuff, and she didn't have time, and I thought...
Do they know that April's your daughter-in-law?
April's my daughter-in-law, and they started doing superhero videos, and she didn't have time to do my hair, and I thought, oh, this is a good time. I want to know what my real color is now, because I didn't know my real color for 10 years, and this is what it is. My real color up here. Down here is still the dye. I'm sure there's still some of it still in.
No, but now the gray look is very fashionable.
So I actually get a lot of compliments on my hair.
They have the super gray, total gray.
Yeah, they call it granny gray.
Partial grays, and even younger people. I was substituting at high school, and the kid there, and a lot of them are really important, with the styles. He had the gray look on short hair.
Yeah.
And he was, 17 years old.
Yeah. And so I just thought, well, let's just see what the true color is, and it's nice. April would have done my hair, but I thought, no, I want to go and see, because I've seen some ladies doing that. They say, ooh, let's see the true color. See what you are, and I'm having fun doing it, and just see what my color really is. So that's a good question. Okay, Lisa Vinson. I think I've seen you play the guitar some, but does Papa O play anything, or played when he was younger?
I took classical guitar for a while, and then I switched over to just to learning popular songs, not kind of rock songs or anything, because I did acoustic. I didn't do the electric guitars or anything, but I learned. It was mostly just kind of old traditional folk songs that I love to learn, and usually in the key of C, if I could if I could hum the song, because I can't hum in minor notes or anything, but if I could hum it in the key of C, I could probably pick on the guitar.
Yeah, so he
I
does
have
play.
taken it.
He does play. He took lessons and stuff, and took classical, and but he just likes me to play it. He does. And when we got married, he owned a guitar. I didn't own one, so it was nice that I married someone that had a guitar, so I could write my songs.
When I was taking classical guitar, I needed to have a class. They don't have a pick, you know, you use your fingernails. Anyway, so the teacher wanted me to get a guitar, and he said, let me come down and help you pick one out. And I wanted to buy a new one, and he saw some old ones on the wall there.
Yeah.
And I was feeling disappointed, like,
you wanted a new one.
I said, I wanted a new. I didn't say that, but he took one down, and by the way, he had perfect pitch. He could tune a guitar without any kind of help.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, you have to have perfect pitch for that. But anyway, he quickly tuned the guitar, and then just kind of did some tunes on it. He said, this one is a good guitar, and it was a used one, and I'm thinking, oh. He said, there are many brand new guitars that do not sound as good as this one does, and I would buy this one. And we've had that one how many years now?
As long as we've been married. Longer, because you had it before.
We've had it for 40 years.
Well, we've been married 43 years, and how many years did you have it before we got married?
I had about 5 years.
So we've had it almost 50 years.
And so I'm just saying,
I hardly, it never goes out of tune. But anyway, Papa, he knows a lot of songs, and he has written one.
Which one's that one? Oh, that one.
I've traveled around. Oh, she was right in my backyard. I could have kicked my pants. We'll have him play that for you.
No, I just composed it with my own words, and I put it to music.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it till much later that it was
Rockin' Alone. And I said, boy, that melody sounds really familiar. And I go, oh, that's Rockin' Alone in an Old Rocking Chair. And he goes, oh, dang. Yeah, Rockin' Alone. Rockin' alone in an old rocking chair.
Yes.
But
still, it was fun.
I'll see if Papa O's really shy. I'm more, I will sing for people, where Papa O says, no, you really have to beg him to play it.
She doesn't have perfect pitch like my music teacher did, but she has very, very good pitch.
I think I do.
We'll be listening to the radio, and there'll be a really pretty song playing, and she'll go, ooh, she missed that note. That's kind of messed up there. I said, what do you mean she messed up? She's a professional singer.
But Papa O, he can sing, he can play the guitar, but you have to beg him.
No, my best one was I bought a small harmonica. It's called the piccolo.
We'll have to get him to play the harmonica for you. Your hand looks really big.
Oh, the piccolo is a small harmonica, and I saw a guy do a trick with it. He played it in his mouth and just moved it around with his tongue, but he was able to play a song.
Didn't even touch it.
No.
With his hands.
I practiced and I learned to do that, because he was. Everybody thought, whoa, look at him. But it was a lot of fun doing that.
So comment below if you want Papa O.
That rhymes.
I know that rhymes. to entertain for you. I remember my dad when we were growing up, and we had the six sisters in a row, and we'd go sing, and my dad, he'd say, don't make people beg, just sing. You don't need to be.
No, he'd also say you're too old to be begged.
Yeah, you're too old to be coaxed. Just sing. And so I learned, when somebody wants you to sing, just sing. But Papa hasn't learned that yet. You have to.
No,
beg.
I did, because when I would play, they'd say, "Oh, can you know this song? Can you play it?" And I was
like, just say I don't take requests.
No, because they'll always pick. Like if you know 100 songs, they will still bring up songs.
They'll pick one you don't know.
You don't know.
And one of my jokes is say, we do take requests, but we'll keep singing anyway.
Better than that, I will name the songs that I can play, and then you choose out of those.
Because people always name something you don't know, and you go, oh, I'll learn that one later. But we'll go ahead and close with Light the World is something our church is doing, scripture every every day for till Christmas, and the one for today
has to do with leading up till Christmas.
Yeah, the one today is where's numbers? What are we? A 6 today? Judge not that ye be not judged, and that's in Matthew. Can you see it? 7.
I can read it.
It's really little printing.
Matthew 12:12.
Right here.
Oh, Matthew 7:1.
1. Okay. Judge not that ye be not judged, and
see, Roseanne's eyes. If when she used to go deer hunting with her brother, if she could spot a deer.
I can see far
on
away.
another mountain over there, and I'll say, I can't see anything on that mountain.
I can see far away, but close up, the
and all her brothers
little,
are that way.
Yeah, we can see, but not close up. But that's good on the judging, and think how you judge is how God will judge. You know, be careful on the judging. But a popular phrase now that people says, don't judge, and you think, you know what? I can tell when a tree's grown crooked without judging it. You know,
I love that one.
Yeah, and say I can have an opinion without judging. You know, so don't let people go. Don't judge. You say you have to have an opinion. You have to do some kind of assessment of what's going on around you. If somebody's pointing a gun at you and say don't judge, you say I'm running. I didn't judge you, but I'm running because I see a gun pointing at me.
Excellent.
So
you have to
assess the situation, and you know what God means when He says, "Judge not that ye be not judged."
And from another standpoint about judging is, you can't judge until you've walked a mile in their shoes. You have no idea what His pain is, and all the demons.
You know what God means.
And all the demons He's fighting in His daily life. You just don't know it.
Yeah, like when I was sitting in the airport and just looking at all the people, I thought,
that could be a song.
Look at all these people. I think there is a song about that. And each person has a story. Each person has a trial. Each person, you know, I just think.
And as soon as you think, somebody says, he's got a perfect home, he has a nice car, a nice family.
He must just have a wonderful life, and you don't know. He's got trials. You don't know anything.
As soon as you find out his troubles, you'll go, I'll keep mine for a while, see if I can work on something.
Yeah, we just don't know what's going on in their lives, and that's what God means. You know, so, but we'll just leave those thoughts kind of running around in your head.
And another thing, you shouldn't judge God.
I don't think He cares.
No. By judging Him, I mean, why did He let...
Oh, you mean like blame God? Yeah.
No, let that little kid get hit with a car.
Think, well, if there was a God...
Why are those people dying of this disease? Why doesn't He just fix everything?
You think if there was a God, or if He... why does He let bad things...
Evil wouldn't happen.
You think, you know, He's not the fairy godmother. He's not going to sit with His little wand and make everything wonderful. God is bound by the laws of free agency. And he rarely intervenes, but He warns you. He does the best He can because He is bound by the law too, the law of free agency. And if He broke the law, He wouldn't be gone anymore.
If He were forcing every single individual to do right, and it was like a Nazi country or something.
That's just how it is. That's how we learn. And don't be, I guess you could say, judging God and saying, well, if there was a God, there would be so many horrible things. Yes, there would. He's not the fairy godmother.
But if you're thinking that, all you'd have to do is try to name 10 things you're thankful for right at this moment.
Yeah. That's just what it is. We're here on earth to...
Or another thing,
to be tested.
When you start judging, sing your favorite song and think of some really nice person you know, and all those bad feelings will go away.
That's right. So we'll go ahead and end with that, and let those thoughts run around in your head. And I hope you watched our videos on me in Oregon. And if you want to see Papa O, what he was doing, go to April and Davey's channel. And he was over there. It was at Doug and Rochelle's house, and they took good care of him while I was gone visiting the baby. And make sure you give a thumbs up, like, subscribe. And I'm going to be in, Joe's going to be in one of the advertisements for Mucinex, and I'm going to be in the Action Lab, so it'll be fun, and we'll put links below. So thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and being so nice. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good night.